Hello! Want to speak English naturally every day? Come with us and practice now!
Liam, what does everyday English conversation really mean?
It's the English people really use in daily life, at work, with friends, in meetings and quick conversations. It's natural, simple, and focused on communication, not perfection. When learners get this, confidence grows, you see?
Wow. Then why do people feel confident studying but freeze when they speak?
Because studying feels safe, but speaking creates pressure. The brain starts translating, checking grammar, and trying to be perfect. That pressure blocks fluency.
Interesting. So the problem isn't that people don't know enough English.
Exactly. Most learners know more than they think. The problem is how they use it. They treat conversation like a test, not a real interaction. Everyday English is fast, imperfect, and natural.
That makes sense. But why does the brain translate everything?
Translation feels safe. The brain thinks it avoids mistakes, but it actually slows you down. While you translate, the conversation moves on. Fluency comes from responding directly in English. Exactly.
So how does translating affect confidence?
It creates hesitation. You pause, overthink, and people feel your insecurity. Compare, I am very agree with you, and yeah, I agree. Same meaning, totally different confidence. Wow, right?
Wow, yes. The second one sounds much lighter.
Exactly. Confidence lives in simplicity. Everyday English uses fewer words. Native speakers say things like, sounds good, I'll check, or let me know. These are spoken chunks.
Spoken chunks? What are those?
They're ready-made phrases your brain learns as one piece. You don't build them or translate them, you just say them, like, I'm not sure, it depends, or give me a second.
So that's why native speakers sound so fluent.
Exactly. They don't think about grammar. They choose familiar chunks. That's why learners feel stuck and natives don't.
Wow, so fluency isn't about grammar.
Not really. Fluency comes from familiarity. The more familiar a phrase feels, the more confident you sound.
And how does this work at work?
Professional English is about clarity, not complexity. Many learners try to sound very formal, but that often sounds unnatural. I'll take a look and let you know sounds much more confident than long formal sentences.
Right. That sounds way better.
Exactly. Everyday professional English is simple, polite, and human. That's what builds trust.
What do learners usually do wrong at work?
They overthink, use too many formal words, and try to impress. But everyday English is about being understood, not admired.
That's very real. So how can they stop overthinking?
Change what you practice. Don't practice rules. Practice real responses. Think, what do people say here, not what's the correct grammar?
Okay. In daily life, how should someone answer, how are you?
Keep it simple. Good, thanks. Doing well. All good. Short answers sound confident.
And if you don't know the answer?
Say, I'm not sure, let me check, or I'll find out. Very natural, very common.
Wow, that already feels easier. What about meetings?
Same idea. Use simple phrases like, I agree, that makes sense, or I have a question. Simple English shows confidence.
So confidence isn't about big words.
Exactly. Confidence comes from comfort. Big words create distance. Simple words create connection, right?
Right, yes. And how can learners train their brain to stop translating?
By repeating chunks out loud every day. When you repeat, your brain starts recognizing patterns. Over time, English becomes automatic. That's when translation disappears naturally.
So, fluency is more about habit than intelligence?
Exactly. Fluency is a habit. Confidence is a habit too. The more you speak without translating, the more natural it feels.
And what happens when learners accept mistakes instead of fearing them?
Everything changes. They speak more, they relax more, and their English improves faster. Fear blocks learning. Relaxation accelerates it. Exactly.
Why does everyday English sound so simple but feel so hard for learners to use?
Because simplicity feels risky for learners. They think simple English sounds childish or incorrect, so they try to make it more complex. But everyday English is simple because it's efficient.
Interesting. So when learners add too many words, they actually lose clarity?
Yes, completely. More words don't mean more intelligence. Often, they mean more confusion. Instead of saying, "I will try to resolve this issue as soon as possible," everyday English prefers, "I'll take care of it." Short, clear, confident.
Wow, that sounds so natural. But many learners are afraid of sounding rude if they speak too directly, right?
That's a very common fear. But direct doesn't mean rude. Tone and intention matter more than length. Saying, "Can you send it today?" is not rude, it's clear. Adding extra words doesn't make it more polite, just heavier.
You see, yes. And how can learners sound polite without sounding unnatural?
By using polite chunks like "could you," "would you mind," "when you have a moment," or "just checking in." These are everyday expressions that sound natural and professional.
I hear "just checking in" everywhere now.
Exactly. Once you notice chunks, you hear them all the time, and that makes them easier to use.
So listening is really important for confidence.
Very important. Listening trains your brain to recognize patterns. When your brain recognizes a pattern, it feels safe using it. That safety creates confidence.
Interesting. So learners should listen to simple English more often.
Exactly. Simple, conversational English, repeated many times, is much better than difficult content once.
What about silence in conversations? Many learners panic.
Silence is normal. Native speakers pause all the time. Using chunks like "let me think," "that's a good question," or "give me a second," keeps you in control.
Right. That already sounds confident.
Exactly. Silence plus a chunk feels natural.
And pronunciation. Many learners worry about their accent.
Accent is not the problem. Clarity is. People care about understanding you, not about you sounding native. Confidence comes from clarity.
Wow, that's reassuring.
And true. Many confident English speakers have strong accents.
How does everyday English help with relationships?
It creates connection. When your English sounds human, people relax. That builds trust and rapport, especially at work.
So, confidence is something the listener feels?
Absolutely. Confidence is emotional.
What about small talk? Many learners avoid it.
Small talk is powerful. It's not about information, it's about connection. Phrases like "busy day" or "how's your week going" are enough.
Interesting. So, small talk is repetitive.
Exactly. And that's good news. You can reuse the same phrases everywhere.
And if learners don't understand something,
They should ask, "Sorry, could you repeat that?" Or "What do you mean?" Asking shows confidence.
Wow, this really changes everything. So, why do so many people study English for years and still feel blocked when they need to speak?
Because they were trained to prepare instead of communicate. From the beginning, they learned to think, translate, and judge themselves before speaking. Over time, that habit creates tension.
That explains a lot. Having knowledge but freezing in real conversations.
Exactly. It's lack of confidence in using simple English. People feel embarrassed for sounding basic, but basic is actually powerful.
Wow, that explains so much. Many learners feel ashamed of short answers.
And that shame keeps them silent. But real communication is built with short answers, pauses, and human reactions. That's what we've been talking about this whole time.
So, everyday English is the solution to this?
Yes, everyday English removes pressure. When you stop trying to sound perfect, your brain relaxes. And when your brain relaxes, words come out naturally.
That connects with what we learned about chunks.
Exactly. Chunks are your safety net. Instead of inventing sentences, you reuse familiar phrases like, "let me check." That makes sense, or "I'll get back to you." That's how confidence grows.
What about mistakes? That fear is still very strong for many learners.
Mistakes lose power when you focus on connection instead of perfection. People don't remember your grammar. They remember how you made them feel.
So, confidence is something you build through experience, not study.
Exactly. Confidence is not memorized, it's practiced. Every small interaction trains your brain to feel safe speaking English.
That changes the mindset completely.
And that's the real transformation. When learners understand that English is a tool, not a test, everything becomes lighter.
So, the person who feels blocked today is not behind.
Not at all. They're just using the wrong strategy. They don't need more vocabulary, they need permission to be simple.
Simple English, daily use, and less self-judgment.
Yes. Speak a little every day. Use what you already know. Accept imperfection. That's how fluency and confidence grow together.
So, we're not learning English anymore. We're learning how to use it.
Exactly. Everyday English is freedom. Freedom from fear, from translation, and from the idea that you're not ready yet.
And the truth is, you were ready all along.
You just needed to trust yourself and speak.
That's powerful.
And that's the message. Communication over perfection. Progress over fear. Use English, live English. Confidence will follow. Exactly.
Perfect. See you in the next Quick Speak.
See you next time, and keep speaking naturally.